Hello and welcome to The Print. I am Ruchi Bhattar, and in news today is the University Grants Commission Promotion of Equity in Higher Educational Institutions regulations, which aim to combat caste discrimination on campuses. Notified on January 13 this year, these rules have been challenged in the Supreme Court of India, stating reservation benefits denied to the general category. Advocate Vineet Jindal, via a petition filed in the top court on January 26 under the writ petition jurisdiction, has urged to read down and suitably amend Regulation 3C of the latest UGC regulations so as to define caste based discrimination in a caste neutral, inclusive, and constitutionally compliant manner, extending protection and grievance redressal mechanisms to all persons subjected to discrimination on the basis of caste, irrespective of any caste identity. The new rules framed by the UGC are aimed at dealing with discrimination in colleges and universities, and especially at eliminating caste based discrimination and ensuring equal treatment of all students and staff in higher education. These rules come in after the mothers of Rohit Vemula and Payal Tadvi petitioned the Supreme Court after their children died of alleged caste-based discrimination in 2016 to 2019. In September 2025, the Supreme Court directed the UGC to tighten anti-discrimination rules, including policies on ragging and caste bias in higher education institutions within 8 weeks. Post which, the UGC notified the rules on January 13th this year. Here's what the plea states. The plea in the top court states that the 2026 regulations adopt an exclusionary, asymmetric, and caste specific definition of caste based discrimination, thereby denying equal protection of law to a substantial section of citizens solely on the basis of caste. The petitioner argues this excludes general category individuals, violate fundamental rights Articles 14, 15, and 21, and seek a caste neutral definition offering protection to all persons facing caste bias, thereby stating that the regulation violates the fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 14 and 15. Article 14 talks about right to equality, while Article 15(1) talks about prohibition of discrimination by the state on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. It is also alleged that the regulation violates Article 21, which deals with right to life and personal liberty and includes right to live with dignity. On this ground, the plea states that Article 21 to encompass the right to live with dignity, including psychological integrity and equal access to institutional safeguards, all of which are systemically denied to non-reserve students under the impugned regime. By restricting caste based discrimination exclusively to these groups, the regulations perversely legitimize reverse discrimination while failing to promote the full equity and inclusion envisaged in the National Education Policy 2020, thereby defeating their own professed purpose and perpetuating caste divisions rather than eradicating them. Such a definition, the plea states, institutionalizes exclusion at the threshold, creates a hierarchy of victimhood, and introduces a constitutionally impermissible bias into a regulatory framework that purports to be a neutral and inclusive. The impugned provision proceeds on an untenable presumption that caste based discrimination can operate only in one direction, thereby foreclosing as a matter the possibility that persons belonging to general castes or upper castes may also be subjected to the caste based hostility, as the plea states. This presumption, as the plea states, not only ignores the revolving social realities but also undermines the broader objective of the regulations themselves. It also notes that despite a demonstrable rise in caste related complaints in within higher education, reflected even in UGC's own data, the impugned regulations provide no grievance redressal mechanism whatsoever for caste based abuse suffered by persons outside the SC, ST, OBC categories. Therefore, it states that by excluding them at the definitional stage level, the regulations create a legal vacuum wherein certain citizens are rendered remediless purely on account of their caste identity. Such exclusions fail the test of reasonableness under Article 14 and strike at the very core of equality before law and equal protection of the law. With that, thank you for watching.